to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm filming my protective style takedown. If this is your first time on my channel, I did do a couple videos of my wash day while protective styling, a couple styles while wearing protective style. I've done a couple videos on this hairstyle that I'm wearing. I did have this braid in, or these locks in, for 6 weeks to be exact. I was hopeful that I would make it to 2 months, but I can tell by looking at it and the way it feels and everything that it's definitely ready to come on out. So we're gonna start it because I want to get to washing it tomorrow. So I want to get this part out of the way, detangle and stuff like that. That way I'm all prepped and ready to go in the morning to wash it. So if you want to see the takedown and we can chit chat a little bit of a couple tips and stuff of taking it down, then make sure you definitely stay tuned to this video. I don't have too much to talk about in this video, but just stay tuned. I probably will speed up most of the takedown process, but I'll show you guys the first couple since I've never actually wore this hair before, so I'm not sure how to properly take it down. But I'll share with you guys the tips that I'm taking to make it a little bit easier. So the tools that I have my white teeth comb and a rat tail comb. White teeth comb, rat teeth comb, or whatever you call it. These are gonna be for when I'm taking my hair down or when I go to detangle. I have a spray bottle, which I already sprayed a little bit of, but basically it's warm water, a little bit of a leave-in conditioner, and rose water. And basically my goal is to try to soften my hair or soften it up a little bit so it's just a little bit easier to take it down. I have my scissors, of course. I have a couple clips and I have a little bit of oil. So I am gonna apply just a little bit of oil, not too much. And that will also hopefully help it slip. Add some slip to it because I want to be able to take it down without damaging my natural hair underneath. So those are the things that I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I've never actually had this hair before. So if you have an easier way that you normally use for this or for locks, then you can share it down below. But I had no clue how to take this down and I didn't have time to watch any videos on it. We're just going to treat it like any other protective style. I know most time we overestimate, like, okay, did my hair grow at all or how much? So we're gonna do that right now. So I'm just gonna cut it halfway. Like I said, I don't know how. Oh, it's like a twist, so it's coming apart pretty easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and just see how far I can basically twist this the opposite way of the way it's installed, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's kind of coming apart pretty easily. So this is all kind of bittersweet to me because I'm excited to get back to my natural hair routine and wash day and styling and more videos on my natural hair, but at the same time it was such a relief just getting that break from wash days. My wash day usually take me hours. Yeah, it can take me a few hours to wash, and just having to do the extra stuff like get up in the morning and unravel my twist or get my hair to look decent before I go to work. So that is usually, you know, so it was nice getting a break to where I didn't have to worry about that. I literally had my hair in a bun for majority of the time that I had the protective style. So like I said, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but it did unravel. Now I'm like at the root and I'm not sure how it's attached at the root. I definitely don't want to rip my hair out. I think I probably should have like watched the video on how to properly take this down, because I feel like now I'm at the root and I'm not sure how to really get it out. So I literally just tugged on it a little bit and that piece came out, but I think there is still So what happened is they have two different type of hair put together in this. So you have the, I forgot what it's called, and then you have the actual one that they use for the locks. So I just had to tug on it just a little bit, and then it did come apart. All right, let's try taking down another one, so I'm gonna cut that. So I think I'm gonna actually search how to properly take this down, because I feel like it's gonna take me way longer if I don't look. Alright guys, quick update. It's been a couple hours later. Well, maybe like 4 hours later. I finally got done taking out the locks itself. There are some pieces still left intertwined into these mini braids. So these are the mini braids that they did first before they installed the locks. These feel really soft, and I could definitely like rock this for a couple days. Now I gotta try to take these out, untwist or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take these down, then I'll check back in when I get ready to detangle, because I really want to show how, or the proper way that I'm detangling. So stay tuned, we're making progress. Alright guys, it's the next day. This hair took me forever to take out those little mini twists. That was the hardest part. The mini twist was really hard to take out, and I was trying to be very gentle, so I didn't want to be like harsh with it, because I didn't want to rip any of my hair out. But my hair is kind of stretched, so it looks really long, so that is exciting. But I know when I detangle, it's probably not gonna look the same. So now I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing to detangle. So I have my apple cider solution. It's the same one I used when I was cleaning my protective style. So just apple cider vinegar, warm water, dab of shampoo, some essential oils, and my goal is just to kind of brush through. I'm not gonna make it like soaking wet because I'm gonna be washing it today, but I just want to make it easy for the brush to go through. So today I'm trying this brush for the first time. These are the Easy Detangler brushes that's been circulating a lot on social media. I don't know if this one is a knockoff or if this is the original one, but this is what it looks like. Supposed to make detangling really easy. So I'm about to put this to the test right now. So I got this one off Amazon. I'll link it down below, but like I said, not sure if this is the original or if this is a knockoff, but we're gonna see if it at least works. So I'm gonna use this just to damp it a little bit, not soaking wet. And the apple cider vinegar is also going to help with loosening up the buildup at the root. You can see there's going to be a lot of dead hair coming out, so I'm mentally preparing for that. Now let's try this brush. So the way I like to detangle, I just like to hold it like so with the hair in my palm. And that way you can, ooh, that's weird. That way you can control like how hard you're going with it. So this brush is so weird. Okay, maybe I need to get it a little bit more damp. Okay, so it was a little bit weird at first, but it is going through easily. I don't know how it does it, but it's doing whatever it needs to do. So I'm gonna get a little bit more on the roots. Oops. Ugh. Alright, so this area is detangled, so I'm just gonna twist this and get it out of the way. So obviously my hair is really knotted, so this is going to be slightly harder than it probably would be if I didn't have the braids in. So, but overall I'm liking this brush so far. I just got to get used to it because it's weird, because when you go to brush, it separates like that. So, but once I get through that initial knottedness, then it slides through really easily. I did, when I took the mini twist out, I was very like gentle with it, and I was also finger detangling at the same time. So that is helping with this part of the process. And as you can see right here, when I spray, I try to get my finger to run through. Finger detangling in some more, because like I said, I'm trying my hardest not to rip my hair out. But you are gonna get a lot of dead here, which is fine. It's gonna look like a lot, but it's been 6 weeks of my hair not being combed or brushed, so that is normal. There's nothing wrong. It's not like my hair is falling out or anything. This brush is really good. For the longest I've used the denim brush, which is a great brush, but I had to realize like that is not a detangling brush. It is made to be a styling brush. So I started to look for a detangling brush and see everyone talking about this one, so I'm glad I got it. But look at my hair, that growth. Really happy with that. I'm really gonna go, so. I just think having your hand like this and the hair against your palm just help make it easier, instead of just brushing without holding the hair. Then it becomes a little bit more painful, but as long as you damp your hair a little bit and brush and control how you brush, then it's not difficult at all. And I think that's the main thing that a lot of people used to do wrong, including myself growing up, is trying to detangle with your hair dry. That's where most of the discomfort came from. Brushing it while wet, trying to brush it while it's dry, and then also not controlling and using your fingers to get rid of those really big knots at first. So then when you try to brush straight through, then of course it's going to be painful. So no matter what, do not try to detangle and brush your hair while it's dry. You want to start at the very end. Gotta get those knots out, and then you move a little further in. Make sure that is detangled. Move a little further in. Make sure that is detangled, and you move slowly until you get through to the roots. Use your second hand to control how much you're pulling on it with the brush. You see the way that brush just slide on through? Slide on through. Last section. You can see I start right at the very tip. Move a little further back. So that is it on detangling. Let me show you guys how much hair came out. So this is all that just came out of me detangling. It looks like a lot, but like I said, it's been 6 weeks of me not combing and brushing, so I guess it's not that bad. But yeah, now my hair is nice and soft. This is considered like the Prepoo. So this is the before shampooing. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 2 hours because I have a couple errands to run. But then I'll go into my wash day routine and try to get this back to normal. So I'm gonna stop this video here of showing the takedown and the detangling process. But make sure you stay tuned to my channel because I'm gonna be doing a part 2 showing the actual washing. I didn't want to put it all in one video because that would make it super long. So this is considered part 1, the takedown, the detangling, and part 2 will be the washing. And maybe there will be a part 3. I'll just put it together with part 2, the styling. So hopefully you guys enjoy the tips I gave. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. And until part 2, bye guys.